Yo, what's going on guys? Gomes here back on another video, and today we just received a bunch of huge updates from the MLB The Show 18 pretty much developer stream for Diamond Dynasty. There's a lot of stuff to go over. I'm not going to go over everything in this stream. This stuff is mostly just like the basics of Diamond Dynasty, some of the big things, because there are some big changes that we saw. We did see some new things with Create a Player, but I'm going to make a separate video on that just because I think that's kind of like a separate topic. But this video is going to be solely to like overalls, players, missions, that kind of thing. Really what everybody comes to Diamond Dynasty for. But without further ado, let's get right into it. Alright, and to start off, we're going to start with one of the most biggest changes I think they added, and that's to their overall system. We know last year, well before, it used to be 93 for a diamond. Last year it was 90, now it's 85. I saw some people joking, maybe it's going to be 80 next year. Who knows how low it's going to go, but 85, if you look at kind of like Madden Ultimate Team, that's their threshold for Elite. I don't know if they're copying them on that because this is literally the exact system. Of course, don't have any 60 overall cards in Madden, but it's the same system, 85 and up. There's a lot of things they changed to overalls. They really want to differentiate the best of the best between somebody who's like, he's good now, but he's not like Babe Ruth. He's not like a legend. And they also said Mike Trout, well, not just Mike Trout, there are no live series 99 overall diamonds in the game, which is big. They didn't show any live series overalls, but I am glad that they did this. I've really been like proponing that I hope that they would keep lowering them, because I don't want to see like a 99 Mike Trout that you can get day one. I want cards that you have to grow, that you have to like, you can't have the best cards right away in the game. Like last year, everybody had their end team, their 99 overall team, the best players in the game by like end of May, start of June. That's ridiculous. The game, they stopped doing content for the game like in January, and then you can already have your end team in June. Like, no, I don't like that. The overall system, I wish it was still 90 to 99. I wish it wasn't 85, but as we're gonna see later on, it is good in some ways how they do stats, where like a 99 last year is not a 99 this year, if you know what I mean. Like the 99s are really only the best of the best. Last year we had some boo-boo 99s, fair to say. I think we both know there were some 99s that weren't that good, but that's enough of that topic. Let's get moving on. Next, we're seeing some of the pictures, some of the images for the Immortal Players. Now, the whole overall system, I think, is a lot in part shaped for the Immortals. You see 4 of them: Babe Ruth, Jackie Robinson, Bob Gibson, and Ken Griffey Jr. Some of the best to ever play the game. And as I'll show you a couple of their stats, they reflect it. Their stats are so good. This is a 99. You'll be able to see the stats and you're like, okay, that is a 99 hands down, no question about it. That is a 99. They are the best players in the game. They already said you cannot pull them in packs, and they're not auctionable, or you can't find them on the marketplace. You can only access them. You see down below, you have your career arcs. There's a bunch of different missions that you have to do, and you have to collect like collectibles, souvenirs, autographs. I'll explain that later, and you guys will kind of get a gist for it, but you need to collect things in order to get the best cards in the game. And they already said, of course they said this last year with the Griffey, you couldn't get it right away. You can't get these right away either. Hopefully you can't get them as soon, because I'm pretty sure you got Griffey by like June. I'm pretty sure you got 99 hardware Griffey, the most coveted card in the game pretty much, by June. Hopefully you can't get this until like the end of summer is my hoping. Maybe August is kind of when you can get these cards, but trust me, when I end up showing you guys the stats, you're gonna know these are the best of the best, the cream of the crop, and there's no denying that these cards are 99s and that they are immortal, that they are the best cards in MLB The Show 18. Okay, so I just mentioned the arcs, the legend arcs, kind of. I don't know if they're gonna have any like live series players or like current players as an arc, but I know that they have legends. And my best way to explain it, they're kind of the step down below the Immortals. They're the legends that were really good, and I'm pretty sure these are going to be the best versions of all of those cards. For example, this is the best Frank Thomas in the game, a 97 overall, and well, trust me, I'll show you his stats later. You're going to tell he's a 97 overall. although last year he would have been a 99. Just another way I like this overall system. Just I wish it was 90 to 99, not 85. But the career arcs, as you see, you get the 97 Frank Thomas at 90% completion, which is different. You actually get a souvenir at 100%, and you use that souvenir for the immortal first baseman. You have to complete, like, in order to get, well, let's just say Jackie Robinson, second baseman, you're gonna have to complete second baseman player arcs, or legend arcs, I don't know exactly what they call them, to work towards that Jackie. You're gonna have to get this Frank Thomas first baseman player arc to work towards the first baseman immortal. If you kind of get what I'm saying. You get the card before you get to 100% completion. What you actually need to move on for the immortal is the souvenir that you get right there at 100%. I hope that makes sense. That's the best they explained it, so that's the best I can explain it. It makes sense to me. They didn't really show any of like the challenges for any of this, but they did say grinding won't really be either CPU or online specific. So any Diamond Dynasty games, some people like to do it online, some people like to do it versus CPU, so that's good. But either way, still looks really, really dope, and I didn't say it before, I'm just so glad Frank Thomas, the big hurt, is in the game. I really love that. Next up we have Team Epochs, and they are a little bit different from last year is what I'm hearing. I heard it's not so much you have to play versus a CPU like it was last year, but as you can see, you get some like nameplates for your universal profile. I think you got them through doing Conquest last year, and you see an 86 David Price, but he's a diamond. I don't know how David Price, when he won his Cy Young in 2012, was only an 86 overall, but okay. Just kind of shows the overall system, how it really, really differentiates like the pretty good players to the all-time greats, which I guess is okay. Just like, you know, as a Rays fan, it kind of hurts to see an 86 David Price, which is probably going to be his best card in the game, but there is just a couple different things in Team Epochs, a little different ways to get them, and I'm pretty sure you earn souvenirs like jerseys and hats in the Epoch, which you need for like bobblehead and autograph collections that you get more players on. It's confusing, I know. I don't fully understand it. Not many people in the Twitch chat understood it. Hell, I don't even know if Ramon understands it. To be honest, I don't know if even he understands it, but I'm sure we will get more clarity as time goes on, and of course when the game gets out and all of us can go on ourselves, I'm sure everything will be cleared a lot better up. So I guess we are going to have to wait for that, but it does look a little bit better. Personally, I wasn't really into playing versus a CPU, so hopefully it's a little bit better. A common problem a lot of people had is there was really never anything to do with their common cards. I know they introduced some exchange missions last year. I don't know if there was one like this where you put like 10 common cards and you get a bronze. So the answer to quick selling bronzes, I'm assuming, is no. This is really their like counter for it. You can add 10 commons to get a bronze. I hope they don't try to, I'm pretty sure last year, wasn't it like 10 or I think it was like 100 live series golds to get a live series diamond, which was so beyond appalling. I couldn't even believe they even thought about adding that to the game, but I mean, I guess this is a good way to just clear your inventory. To be honest, I'd probably rather just let my common cards sit. I really don't feel like adding 10 to get a bronze. You could probably earn more profit from 10 commons, to be honest. So if you hate looking at cards and you don't want a lot of cards in your collection for some reason, I guess you can go ahead and do this. I wish you could just quick sell commons, but I guess that would have made a little bit too much sense, I'm not sure. Now this should truly show the new overall system. We have a screenshot of Vladimir Guerrero Immortal card right here, and my lord, look at these stats. If you guys didn't know, the cap for attributes, not overall, is now increased to 125. They explain just to really show like the best of the best, to differentiate like, you know, maybe like a really good player now from one of the all-time greats. But 107 and 125 contact, 90 and 121 power, 101 vision, 122 clutch. I still don't even know if that even matters. 99 arm, 91 base running aggressiveness. That doesn't really matter. 81 speed, They did say speed cannot go over 99, but they did say they changed how speed works, which I'll quickly explain it. Speed, I don't know how it works for Legends because StatCast and like tracking wasn't around back then, but for all live series players, they said they used to use a combination of like triples and steals, which is so dumb. I can't even believe they used that, but I guess like it wasn't around at the time, so I had to use some system and they never changed, but now they are using like StatCast, SpeedCast, so it's going to be a lot more accurate. Now I think JT Realmuto, the catcher of the Marlins, I think they said he has like 75 speed, which is a lot more accurate, so that's good. But yeah, these stats, man. The Immortals, like I said, they're going to be endgame cards. They're going to be the best cards in the game. And like I said, this is a 99. No question, no doubt about it. You know this is a 99 overall card. And then the pitcher Immortal that they revealed to us, 99 Bob Gibson. And you'll notice 123 stamina. Now, if you guys aren't baseball, like big into baseball history like I am, they used to pitch a lot of innings on very little rest, and they would still throw gas. It's crazy. You think Kershaw and them throw for a long time, pitch a lot of innings. You don't know anything about like the true legends. They pitch for so long. 123 stamina. I'm pretty sure they said not many live series players are going to have above 90 stamina, so there's a really big gap, and that's good because relievers weren't used nearly as much back then as they are now. Definitely nobody came in and pitched a third of an inning and got a save. That didn't happen back then. Guys went complete games a lot of the time. Bob Gibson, 123 stamina, 99 hits per 9, 99 K per 9, 118 pitching clutch. I don't know if that even matters, but what I'm really excited about this screenshot, they show pitch velocities, which is so cool. I wish they showed control and break too, but Velo is a good place to start. 97 mile an hour fastball, 89 slider, 95 sinker. He's also got 86 changeup, so you know he's got that 10 mile an hour difference, but a really good card. Of course, Vlad and Bob Gibson, both new into the game, and man, like I said, these Immortals, no question, a 99 overall card. Definitely gonna want to get my hands on this, but once again, I hope you can't get this card 2.5 months in. I really hope you have to work up on overalls. Alright, and to finish off this video, they did release or kind of announce 2 new legends into the game. And the first one being Albert Bell, you know, Cleveland Indians. He played for a good amount of teams. They didn't show stats for either of these 2 players, but we can imagine. I don't know, I'm pretty sure Albert Bell wouldn't have an Immortal. And I don't think the other one would have one either, but I'm not sure. But Albert Bell, you know he's going to pack a punch. You know there's going to be a good amount of power with him. And next we got Mike Piazza. Probably, you thought Posada was going to be the revolutionary hitting catcher. No, Mike Piazza is going to be the catcher everybody's going to want. I can almost guarantee you that no other catcher is going to have the kind of hitting stats that Mike Piazza has, except for maybe Joe Mauer if they bring that card back again, which I think they would. But Mike Piazza, he's going to have contact power. I know a lot of people are complaining he's wearing a Dodgers uni and he's in the Hall of Fame as a Met. I don't know, you just use that picture, he might still be a Met on his best overall card, but really excited. I'm excited for Albert Bell, but really excited about Mike Piazza. I've wanted this card for a couple of years now. I would have rather had Ivan Rodriguez, but I mean, Mike Piazza, he's one of the best hitting catchers of all time. He's going to be really fun to use on the game, and I mean, that's what it all comes down to. Who's going to be fun to use on the game? So those 2 new legends were dropped. A lot of new things announced in this video. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on the overall system, on the Immortal cards, on the stats going up to 125. Anything that I discussed in this video. And you guys can go check out the full live stream from San Diego Studios on their Twitch, twitch.tv archives. You guys can go ahead and check that out. But a lot of cool stuff. Overall, I'd say it's good. There are some things I'm kind of disappointed. Play versus Friends is still going to be irrelevant pretty much. The uniforms that you can collect, you cannot wear them. You cannot upload pictures for logos. You cannot create multiple lineups, which I wish all those things were in, but overall they added a lot of cool stuff that I'm very excited for, and I hope you guys are all very excited for MLB The Show 18 and for my channel in general. Trust me when I say this, Season 3 is about upon us, guys. I'm about to grind for you guys really hard streams, videos, everything. I hope you guys are excited. Make sure to follow me on Twitter to get all the updates from me. Link should be down below. But yeah, I'll leave you guys at that. Literally, Gomes out. Oh my, I haven't done this in a minute. Literally, guys, Gomes out. Yay.
Love is love and hate is hate. To die is an awesome adventure and I can hardly wait. Earth is a prison, I need a great escape. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone. You know I'm in my zone. I took a bite of the glory.